Hey INFJers, it's me Sadie. Welcome back to my channel, The Night Rider. So today we're going to talk about INFJs again, but we're going to go into the darker side. Non-INFJers, believe it or not, yes, we do have a darker side. Alright everybody, hit that subscribe button, stick around, find out why. The reasons are probably not what you think. Alright you guys, so I'm going to hit you with a list because lists are easier to follow and frankly it gets into that wacky YouTube algorithms better. YouTube algorithms? Fuck you bro, I have no idea what you're doing with yourself. It's like a time machine. Does it exist? How does it work? But anyway, here's your list. Disclaimer before we start with number 1, you may hear my niece, she's 3 years old in the background. It sounds like she's flipping out and dying, but she's not. She's having a good time. She's playing. All right, let's hit it. Number 1, if an INFJ is beefing with you. Notice I said beefing with you, not you beefing with them. Do one of 3 things. Hear them out and talk it out. Send them an elaborate, articulate email with your honest thoughts and ask for theirs, or run and hide. Alright, so it's all depending on how pissed we are at you and the level of our connection. In short, communicate somehow. Number 2, y'all, an INFJ is a walking volcano. We bottle things up. We give a shit ton of chances. Like everyone else, we have our limits. Everybody else's limits are kind of low. The INFJ's boundaries are super high. But, you know, we understand the shitty side of a human, and once you reach that limit way up here, it's fuck. It's not if, it's when will we explode. And if we're not given the avenue to voice our opinion and tell our side of the story, it's definitely going to make an INFJ boil. And that lava can get pretty fucking hot. Number 3, the INFJ resentment. It takes a lot for us to resent somebody. If it gets to that point, I'm kind of wondering what the fuck did you do? Depending on the level of the crime, we'll either completely dismiss you, or we're gonna buy a dartboard and put your face on it. Unless you apologize or remedy it quickly, we're gonna get a voodoo doll too. 4, we are prone to depression and anxiety, more specifically reactive depression. Deep thinkers, we're trying to analyze all sides of the argument. The who's, the background of the who's, the why's, the where's, the what's, the how's, the possible intentions behind the incident that upset us to begin with. Sometimes we see the reasons too clearly and it hurts big time. When we're hurt, unlike pissed, we turn the lights on. We turn the lights off and listen to sad songs in the dark. We'll cry it out, we'll write it out. If an INFJ doesn't get the feelings out, those emotions bog them down. If you see this happening, please reach out to your INFJ. They need it, and they'll be super grateful you did it. Sometimes a down or blue INFJ will get help. Without an avenue of release, they may need therapy even if they don't seek it. I wanted to insert a special note here regarding mental illness. To share a piece of me with a piece of you, I know darkness well. Very well. It was to the point where I had to put a sign on my ceiling above my bed reminding myself not to hurt myself or follow through with those dark thoughts. So, for anybody hearing this, and that kind of blackness, please think of me when those scary thoughts enter your mind. If you can't bring yourself to think of yourself, at least remember me. Strangers, yes, but I need you. This world needs you. There's only one of you for a reason. Think of that. Please take it from me. Those clouds will float away. I say float because it does take time. I'm going to leave links in the description with resources for you because you are worth it and you deserve to smile genuinely. Number 5, y'all, the INFJ mood swings. Man, can the INFJ be a crankosaurus. Seeing the dark, the light, the ups, the downs, the big picture, it throws them for a loop and it puts them in a frenzy. The INFJ doesn't mean it, but they can get pretty snippy, snappy, lippy, slammy, and that silver tongue comes out. We all know that silver tongue when they're super pissed. Don't take it personal. Sometimes it is you, but sometimes it's only because you were the only one there during the INFJ mood swing. Once they calm down, 3 to 4 hours later, the INFJ will explain themselves and probably thoroughly. It gets worse if the opponent returns that attitude, so a mood swing may turn into a big fuck you session grand finale if you don't just hear us out. Number 6, y'all, the INFJ is susceptible to addictions. If the INFJ is hating on life, they may be reckless when normally they aren't. Some INFJs will pick up addictions to pass the dreadful days and ease some of that pain. Remember, the INFJ feels inwardly and expresses it outwardly. A lot of them also need to keep their hands busy. I think it's because of those racing minds and needing to be occupied. So they may drink, smoke, light a few bowls. If you notice that the INFJ is depressed, look at their appearance. Their appearance is going to tell it all. They may neglect themselves when they're feeling the blues. Number 7, what the fuck central / sailor mouths. So with quick wits and supersonic brain power, when they're feeling dark, witty, having a manic moment, without that time to self-analyze, they may scare you with their mouth. Those sailors they talk about, they ain't got shit on the INFJ. When we want to argue like Shakespeare, we end up sounding like an angry Satan on like Hulk crack juice. It's because our brain cells couldn't keep up with our vocal cords. And after what the fuck this shit, motherfucking donkey ball, motherfucker, we're gonna be like, and the path less traveled again tomorrow. INFJ. It's like yin and yang. So there's 7 out of a handful of dark traits of the INFJ. So if you're the victim of a pissed off or jaded INFJ, I recommend working it out. The best way to do that is by owning your part in it, seeing our side, and not replaying it again. Thanks for watching. Be a good INFJ. Keep being the sunshine and sparkle bright everywhere you go. The world is brighter because you're all in it. Thanks for watching. Peace.